tips for self-taping UGC. Here we go. Hey everybody, Rachel here. Wanted to share a couple tips from some UGC self-tape auditions that I did between yesterday and today. I'm learning as I'm going and sharing with you. So first, choosing the time of day that you do it, of course, is gonna have a certain look for your lighting and whatnot, but preferably morning or afternoon when your mind is fresher and after you've taken a shower. You're gonna remember things better as well, is my tip number one. And the reason I'm sharing this is I did some yesterday evening, and it was because that particular self-tape audition was requiring an evening look. I did forget to slate, for example. So yeah, just not as fresh, in my mind. Just wasn't as fresh. Yeah. So tip number two for self-tape auditions, specifically UGC in this case, is using cinematic mode versus just video mode on a phone. Especially if you don't have pro lighting, it seems to add in a little bit of light, and it makes for a more professional look because you get certain things in focus and other things blurry, that shallower depth of field from a photography, videography perspective that you wouldn't if you were just in video mode. So that is a tip as well, kind of for a professional look. And tip number three regarding the self-tape audition, specifically for UGC, is don't worry about having a pro audio little clip microphone, especially when you're starting out. If it is something you want to add in later, sure, that is definitely gonna give you perhaps a leg up. But in the beginning, there's already so much to coordinate. You're thinking about what you look like on camera, what you sound like on camera, removing things from the background, making sure there's enough light, remembering your lines. There's a lot. So you don't need to be worrying about that in the beginning. Microphone in a smartphone should be good enough, unless it's requiring you to speak and you're far away from it. That could be an issue, and then you may want to consider, but I can't see that many self-tapes requiring that. So anyway, those are my tips today. Thanks so much for listening. Hope you learned something. Please follow along for more tips on modeling and photography content. Thanks.